Has your confidence been broken and you are trying to figure out how to rebuild it? Then you've clicked on the right video. Hey guys, my name is Danny and I'm your life and relationship coach. And as I mentioned in the beginning, we are talking about rebuilding self confidence. This is one of the most important things just in your individual life and in the relationship, right? So, the first thing that I recommend to people, particularly when it comes to rebuilding your confidence, is being a little introspective, right? Taking a step back. Why was your confidence broken in the first place? What happened? Did you lose your sense of self? Did you invest too much of yourself in the relationship? Have you given too much of yourself in the relationship? Are you not expressing your needs and expectations? Are you trying to fulfill everybody else's hopes and desires and wishes and dreams and you're not focusing on your own, right? What is the reason for you losing your self confidence? That's the first step. Because if you are unable to identify the root of the issue, it's going to be really difficult for you to work through that and to be able to maintain and sustain that sense of self confidence in the long run. The second part of that is once you have identified the reasons for why you have lost your self confidence, you have to invest in yourself, right? Some self care. What does that mean? That means that you are prioritizing some time for yourself. So, whether that is you hanging out with your friends, whether that is you investing in going to the gym, whether that is you spending some time meditating throughout the day, journaling, stepping outside of your comfort zone, creating a little small bucket list for yourself of things that you have been wanting to do that you've been unable to do. Whatever it is, it's just making sure that you are investing that time because it is incredibly important to refill your own emotional tank so that you have the ability to really support your partner in the relationship. Because how are you going to be able to support your partner? How are you going to be able to display that sense of self-confidence if you're not investing in yourself, if you're not filling your own emotional tank, right? The third part of that is, and like I mentioned, it's kind of a segue off of the previous one, it's stepping outside of your own comfort zone. So if there are things that you have not done in a long time that you used to do and enjoyed, or that you've been wanting to do and you haven't had the ability to do it because you've been afraid of doing it, or life has just gotten in the way, do it. Make it a priority. Because once you start to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, you will start to notice your confidence starting to increase. And that confidence is something that your partner found incredibly attractive in the beginning of the relationship, right? That is why they got in the relationship with you in the first place. And if you feel like you've lost that sense of self, that sense of identity, that sense of confidence, it's going to take you to be able to get it back. Oftentimes I think people make the mistake of thinking that their partner will be able to help them to rebuild their self confidence. Now, your partner can support you through that process, but they cannot be the ones to fulfill you in that regard. You have to be the one to fulfill yourself. You have to be the one to rebuild your own sense of self confidence. The other part of this is finding your voice, right? So if you feel like you are the type of individual that avoids conflict, that doesn't really like to express yourself, that doesn't feel like you have a lot of important things to say, it's going to be really important to actually start to find your own voice. So start to express your expectations, your needs, right? Be able to set boundaries. In order for you to be able to set boundaries, you're going to have to be able to express yourself. And in doing these types of things, you start to learn what you need, what you want, what makes you happy. And being able to express that to your partner, being able to feel confident enough in saying that is the entire point of this process. So finding your own voice. And the last part of this is, like I said, similar to the previous thing, setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is going to be incredibly important. If you feel like you are investing too much of yourself in the relationship and you're not giving yourself enough time, setting a boundary with your partner and saying, hey, look, I'm going to have to invest some time in myself throughout the week. Every Thursday I plan on going to the gym. Every, Friday I want to be able to do my hobby from this time to this time. And letting them know that it's not because you're trying to avoid them or you don't want to be around them or you don't want to really partake in the relationship. It's just that you're prioritizing or reprioritizing certain things so that you can regain that sense of self and that sense of confidence so that you feel like you are able to, again, maintain and sustain the relationship and build your self esteem back up to a level where you feel confident again and you feel like you are able to really just be your authentic self. If you like this video, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. I love to hear what you have to say, so please make sure you leave your comments down below as well. I read as many of them as possible. I try to respond to as many as possible as well. Maybe you just want to know a little bit more. You want to dive in a little bit deeper. You can visit us at www.happily committed.com, where we have a multitude of different articles and blogs related to this subject and many other subjects as well. You can also book your one-on-one coaching session via the website as well. You can book your session with either myself or any of the other amazing coaches that we have on the team. Again, my name is Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach. I hope you're staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you soon.